Siyata Dishmaya, with the help of Hashem, we want to talk about Parashas Vayishlach. The Torah starts by Ya'akov Avinu sending angels to Esau, his brother. And Chazal teach us Itkin atzmoi l'shloisha dvorim. The Medrash and Chumo explains that Ya'akov Avinu prepared himself for three things: ledoiron, a gift; ulemilchomo, a war; and letfilah, for prayer. So I want to explain I want to bring down the Orach HaKodesh and finish with the Rambam. What do we learn from this? So Orach HaKodesh has a kasha. Why Ya'akov Avinu had to use Malachim, angels? When a person uses Meshol Se'el L'Tzoyer, gets damaged. If you use the service of God that you can use, we're not in need because you can use Meshal Se'odom, people, and you use angels, it's a sin. So why Ya'akov Avinu had to use Malachim? So he gives two answers, and he's medayek from the Pesukim. He says, Vayishlach Ya'akov Malachim lefonov el Eisav achiv. The reason why you have to use angel because it's Esau. Esau is a man which is known to be a dangerous guy. He's a big man. So two possibilities. One is that Esau will not consider normal people to come to appease him unless he sent important people, or he's going to beat him up and not allow him to go back, capture them. So you have to say the angels. Number two, he says, as his medayik in the posuk, El Eisav Ochiv. Obviously, Esau is his brother. Which means, if it's my brother, now she's also medayik. Eisav Ochiv, if it's my brother, it's okay. So he's my brother, he's acting like so I want to appease him. But if it's Esau, he hates me, so then I'm also going to be Yaakov, I'm going to fight him back. And who can know what's in his heart? He says, Malachim don't need to travel all the way there. The whole world is like 4 amot for them. And since Malachim, the form of the angels were in front of him, Yaakov always had angels with him. When he traveled out of Eretz Yisrael, when he came back, he always had angels around him. So Malachim, the form in front of him, they don't have to travel all the way there. They just right away get there. And they can tell him an answer that nobody else can answer. They can tell him this even before he leaves, what is in his heart. If he's Esau or he's Ochi, his brother. And not only that, they can do it out to sea when he's still there, when he's still in his country, his land, saying, and right away, they can tell him, where's he at, where's he holding? And what they answered, no, he's Banu el Achicho, we came to your brother, we thought he was your brother. What happened? Bonu lachicho el Esau. So Rashi says, this brings a medrash rabo. Shaita merochihu, you said maybe is Esau bachi, maybe Esau my brother. No, he's an Esau. You said Bonu el achicho, go to your brother. No, he's Esau. He's an Esau. This is what the Torah Kedosha is saying in this good the Yukim of the Orach Chaim HaKodesh. So the Ramban and the Orach Chaim HaKodesh both explain that why did the Torah have to tell all that? Why did the Torah have to tell us the whole history, the whole back and forth, what Ya'akov Avinu did with Eisav? The Torah is not a history book. The Torah is not a story book. There's many stories, many things, as like we see in Sefer HaYoshol. There's a whole medrash in length, all the wars that Yaakov had with, in this parsha, in the end, with all the nations around Shechem. When he killed Shechem, so all the nations came to war against him. There's a medrash, Sefer HaYoshol, goes in length, and details war by war, how him and his 12 kids fought the wars, and they won all the wars against all the kings around Esau. And length, mama, scary wars, back and forth, how they fought one by one, and how he won, and how he did tricks, and he this and that. He was a big warrior, Ya'akov Avinu. That doesn't tell us. He says, "Bechartu bekashti," with my sword and my arrow I conquered. I say, how? And he says, the whole nations I got. Doesn't get just one word in the Torah as a hint. And here the Torah goes back and forth. He sent angels, and how, and he prepared himself. Why the Torah has to tell us that history? So the Ramban, the Rabbeinu Bechaye, the Orach Chaim HaKodesh, all teach us like this. When I want to read what the Ramban says. Very important Ramban. The Ramban says, Nichteva Parashas Azois. The reason why the Torah wrote this Parasha, Lo Idia, to announce, to inform, Ki Yitzil HaKadosh Baruch Hu es Avdo Yugol Miad Chozog Imenu. Hashem saved his slave, Ya'akov Avinu, from one is stronger than him. And he sent an angel to rescue him. Number one. Number two, to teach us more.
Why he didn't learn it from Lavan? Because Lavan is also strong.
True.
So he's already learned
One second, I want to talk about the second point. To learn more. He didn't trust his righteousness. He exerted himself to rescue himself all what he can. Rabbeinu Bechai says the same thing. If a person doesn't prepare himself, there's all these shtadlus to be rescued, and he says, no, Hashem runs the world, and I will learn Torah, and Hashem will rescue me, it's wrong. You have to do all what you can to rescue yourself. Number three, there's a hint for generations that whatever happened to us, our forefathers, it's a sign I will be in the future. And we have to follow the way of the tzaddik. That when we have problems with the Christians, Esau, Europeans, etc., we should prepare ourselves for three things. Tefillah, prayer, doing a gift to appease, and atzola, and to rescue ourselves in a way of war. How? Livroyach, run away. Or linotz, and to rescue ourselves. And the rabbis learn from this parsha. The rabbis learn from our parsha that this is a remez, is a hint for the future generations, that a person has to do all what he can to rescue himself when he has fights with a goy. And there's a way how to rescue himself. And what Ya'akov Avinu did when he met Esau, he says,
He separated. He did two
He
machanot.
says, I'm sorry, I go very slow. If I go quickly, and my children will die, and don't worry till I come to Seirah. And Eisav said, okay, so I put part of my nation to guard you on the way. He says, no, go your way. I don't have to find grace in my eye. I found grace in your eyes. Leave it alone. Let me go alone.
The Ramban said they wore clothes, lavonim, and inside was knives.
I'm reading Ramban in Perek Lamed Gimel, Pasuk Yudalet. The Ramban says as follows. Ramban says that Ya'akov Avinu had no intention to go back through Seir. And his intention was to distance away from him as much as he can. Run away from him. Avalei says, okay, mañana, tomorrow, I'm going to come later on. Don't worry, I'll get to you. I'll go slowly. Vegamzu atzas chochmo. This is a wise advice of wisdom. When will come? Mashiach will come. And the Ramban brings a medrash. Listen to this medrash. The medrash says, Rabbi Yanai kavad esolik lemalchuso. When Rabbi Yanai went to talk to the kingdom of the Romans, so before he went to visit the Romans, he learned again be'iyun Parashas Vayishlach. Ave mistakel be'adot Parashas. He learned this parasha very deep. He says, what I'm going to learn from this, I'm not going to go to Rome. I have to take care of the Jewish people. I have to ask from them favors. So he learned this parasha. He never traveled together with Romans. He traveled alone.
Now with a Jew?
Only with Jews, not Romans. Chatzman lo yistakil. One time he had to travel to Rome, and he didn't learn this parasha, and because of that, he didn't realize that he traveled with a Roman guy together with him. He didn't reach the city of Akoi until this guy sold everything he got. Even pinas he stole, yes. Yes.
To be careful from the Americans.
Yes, keep away.
The Americans.
Yes. So what do we see from this? And he goes on, the Rabbeinu Bechaya and Rabban all in length go to explain that this parsha is not just a history. This parsha to teach us in exile in details how to act, how to relate to Goyim when we have a relationship with a Goyim. And one time the rabbi, big rabbi, he didn't learn it exactly and he fell without learning it, he got hurt. It's the doilos. It's the doilos. To run away and to rescue ourselves. We now in a very amazing stage in exile that we back in Eretz Yisrael. We learn Torah in the Yeshiva and Har Tzion. We live here, those that live here. Ainu kechoinim, like we're in dreams. But Lamaisa, we're still in exile. The exile is not finished. The Arabs, Ishmael are beating us up. And then whatever the Eisav sees an opportunity to beat us up, so he takes a side against us. Some of them, like Spain and who knows, South America, whatever the Brazilian guy, who knows, some other guys, Michigan is, go against the Jews. And then find opportunity to make a power go against the Jews, etc., etc. But we're still in exile. And when we're in exile, we have to prepare ourselves. The number one is to run away. Run away doesn't mean physically. Run away, don't learn from their action. Don't learn from their culture. Keep away. But the culture gets to you. The culture's in your head. Last Monday, I brought to the Israelis a guy to teach them to get rid of their smartphones. Not a religious guy, not from the religious side. And what he told them, that the internet works with algorithm and AI, that they figure out from what you watch exactly who you are and what you want. They always go there to seduce you and your level to do things that you want to do, to see things and to pull you to more things because they want time of watching. They want to, and then what they make money out of it, when they see you watching a lot, let's say about washing machines, and they sell you a washing machine. See, you love to see cars, see the movies, whatever it is, whatever you like. They find where you like women, they find you women to seduce you, to pay money for, they're looking for money, but they use the algorithm and AI to figure out how to enter your mind. And when they show you, they don't show your friend that's sitting right next to you and watching all the time, the same hours. They show him something else. They have a whole system, natural, according to the algorithm and AI, in artificial intelligence, to figure out what you are and who you are, and they start enticing you, seducing you to do what they want. So basically, what do we have? We have Eisav in your pocket. You have Eisav going into your mind and heart and figure out ways to your heart and your mind, the culture of the West, which is Eisav. So what do you need to do? You have to shut it down. It's not shady, but you need to use it. It saves time. So you have to find ways how to get rid of it. And another way how to use it. That you use it when you need, but it's not there to control you and use you with the algorithm and artificial intelligence to win you and enter you. What do you need to do? Misrachek, you have to distance. Part of, we said tefillah and gift, we have also milchama. Milchama means run away, keep away. That's what Yaakov did. He didn't fight. He says, okay, go, I'm walking slowly, I'll get to you, mañana, don't worry, I'll go. Distance. Keep away. Departure from them. Because you don't depart, you get in. He says, don't worry, okay, you come later on, but I'm going to have my guys to watch you, guard you on the way. No. I go very slow. Thank you that you honor me, but I'll go myself. Separation is the number one of our war, is a hint for generations. How do we win the war? How do we win the war? And the war is not necessarily war, physical war, it could be even cultural war, or values, what they value. I always tell people that if they want to watch movies, I tell my students, you want to watch movies, you cannot watch movies unless you're Godoy, you're an adult, you're a big man, that you know what they want to plant in your head and what are your distance and what you can accept, what you don't accept. But if you don't control that, and the sub or their undermined understanding that they throw into your head, the algorithm and AI, etc., into your head through who knows what, where they give you information, and you don't know how to identify what's right or what's wrong, and what point is wrong, you just let it go and let it affect you, so that you're not allowed to watch movies. So you're asking, who can watch a movie? Only Talmid Chacham. And it's a joke, right? Really, a Talmid Chacham, other Rabbi, he said, once you're a Talmid Chacham, you want to run away from it because you understand that it's stronger than you. That big influencer.
You come like a zombie.
A zombie. So the teaching, it's just like history. Not a history. It's not a history story. It's a hanoga teaching every day by day. And if one day Rabbi Yana didn't learn it, what happened? He got damaged. It's the doilos. How do you not say you? To run away, livrach, how do you not say run away and rescue yourself? Okay? Whatever you need to use, you use. The Romans built markets. Okay? So what Hashem said, you put zonos there. We know in Masechet Avodah, right? They asked Mashiach, give us reward. We built markets, right? We made it easy to have money and food. You're right. But you put zonos there. I bought AI for the good. But you put znus in there. Okay? So you take the market point in order to gain, but the zonos you run away. Run away! If we learn from this Ladoilois, we will win the Eisav of Eisav to the God.